Heaven sits a pride king gloating over me, the kingdom of the blind with an eye to see. What happens when you lose the tides? Everything applies to the sun. These are happy signs. This is a happy time. We are happy going crazy here, 'cause our happiness.
Greetings from Dumfries and Galloway direction, and welcome to the end, more or less, of week 3 in GP land. It's been emotional as ever. What's new this week? Well, I thought I'd update you on the transport situation. That is, I no longer have my friend's car, which I was borrowing for 2 weeks. Consequently, we are making use of public transport. So Monday morning, as you may have seen from the video, it kind of started quite early due to me forgetting to knock off an alarm clock or an alarm. So let's forget that. And it also involved ironing, because I didn't bother doing it on Sunday because I was just out and about too much. Shame on me. Anyway, after that there, got on public transport. You may have noticed the underground. You may have noticed my feet, because, you know, walking is tough. It's a form of transport. And let's not forget Glasgow Central Station, which is up there in my top 5 stations in the world. At the moment I still have Berlin Hauptbahnhof rated. I think Hamburg has an incredible train station too. But it's not a conversation topic entirely. Feel free to get me started on that any time. But let's continue on. But yeah, so this week we battled on public transport. It's probably a bit more expensive on public transport than having your own kind of vehicle. But then again, you have to take in consideration, you know, your one-off costs to actually buy a vehicle, and the petrol and all the running costs. So ultimately, you could argue, yes, public transport is cheaper, but let's be honest, it's not as flexible. But you know, I've survived, got here. I've managed to make it into GP practice as well, and getting the bus in the morning. And you know, it's good crack on the bus. It's just me and 3 school. It must be like secondary school students. You know, I think they had exams on this week, but they just seem to be like, you know, disruptive at the back of the bus. Not much banter really. So yeah, medicine wise, we're not going to bother chatting about it because I don't really think anyone really cares. And all I'll say is that it's been good. And if you have any questions, feel free to email or get in touch. And let me think, aside from that there, what else is there to update you on? You know, I recommend watching The Apprentice. It's been pretty good. This week Phil got kicked out. It was emotional. Not for me personally, but for him. It was good. And in footballing terms, Man United got through to play Barcelona in the final. I was going to say Chelsea, but you know, Chelsea went out in angry circumstances. And children, if you're listening, don't ever get angry and swear at a TV camera. This doesn't look good on TV, and also you might get a ban or a fine of this kind of stuff, you know. So just don't do it. And remember, people, it's only a game, which I'll be honest, I take quite seriously too. So I really can't say anything about that. And with that, really, we're coming to the end of this here week's edition. But feel free, if you have any questions or any requests for this here kind of podcast stroke video kind of thing, just get in touch, and you know, I'll see what I can do. Until then, have a good week and a good weekend.